Alrighty, let's get started here. Gonna swap the scene over. Let's see. And I'm also gonna add this because I think it's gonna be funny to have a count of Divine's boxes and Voidborn reliquary keys on screen. There we go. I noticed my camera's slightly off center, as it tends to be. Good, good. All right, and that should be good. So I think we're all good. Time to do the first map or two. Let's see. That went live okay. That went live okay. Yep. Yep, we are good. So. It's time to jump into it. See how much EXP I get. I'm at 69% of the way to level 100. And I have been doing all of this via mapping. I haven't, been going into 5-ways or anything like that. The other question is, how's the stream going to look? Is there going to be lag? I mean, there's going to be lag. That's not even a question. There's going to be lag. It's a matter of how much lag there's going to be. So, we will see about that. All right. The Warden of Eves discovered. Oh, I like this blue. Gonna just clear off the enemies for a second and wait. All right, here's the blue. Good, good. Nice. Wait, that's the wrong way. Oh, no, I shouldn't go that way. Which way do I want to go next? This way. I found it very much pays to take the League mechanic slow. Because if you can get over 4,000 juice every time, it is so much more rewarding. Especially if you get a lot of blue and a lot of one of the other colors. Also, going slow especially helps if your skill completely hides the wisp trails. Which my skill very much does. How's it going, Devil? Just playing some games. Getting some EXP, like you do. Alright, so that's the end of the trail. I didn't find another event. The event was probably up over there. But now, it's time to backtrack a little bit. So I'm guessing you didn't like MBX's build. Was it the Arc Ignite, or was it a different one? And the better question is, how much did you invest into it? Because I'm guessing it's a matter of underinvestment. Which, to be fair, this build, there's a level of investment that you absolutely need before it feels good, and that is constantly a moving target. EK, I'm surprised. Wait, did you play it when EK was bugged? Because EK was just straight up bugged for 40 div sounds horrifyingly low for EK Ignite. You should, add a 0 to that. Yeah, that is a 400 plus divine build. I think. Actually, I don't know. Hey, thank you very much, the Daily Juice. I appreciate that. And I hope you enjoy the build. Also, goodbye frames. We don't get frames anymore. This is the cost of our loot. We trade frames for loot. As you can see, we have traded some frames for fusings. I mean, I consider a low-budget build to be 100 divines. I would consider this to be a low-budget build, personally. How's it going, Snow? $40 is like you're on a league starter. But personally, I would never play EK Ignite over Wave of Conviction Ignite unless A, I was going Abyss stacking, because I think that works now, or B, actually that works with Wave of Conviction too. So yeah, I'd just do it once I got off of Mage Blood, which I think is like 300. I don't know how much Mage Blood is. I haven't looked. I've been playing a build that doesn't use Mage Blood.
Finally, come on.
Also, we're going to go this way.
Good find, Exile.
So, TBL, I don't talk about build costs because the build cost for me and the build cost for you are going to be two completely different numbers. Also, I'm not going to say what the minimum budget is. I'm going to say the items that you need. So you need a bow with good Ellie damage. Oh, that's a big juicy lag spike. You also need the tincture with rage. That's very important to making the build feel good. You want enough passive points to run a double cluster setup. And you absolutely want a that which was taken with 100% poison duration if you've inflicted like 34 poisons recently, which, spoiler, you have. Those are the absolute minimums in terms of items. Aside of that, I mean, you want to cap your res. You want to make sure that you have suppressed cap, at least 4k life, close to 4 APS, 100% chance to poison. I mean, here's the thing. I can't answer that because prices constantly change. And also, how do you count certain things? Like, are you just going to try to buy all the gear? Or are you going to craft things yourself? Are you going to live search? Because that vastly changes the price. I think you can absolutely put this build together on 100 divines. And you can absolutely spend 100 divines and not end up with a functional version of this build. Area damage. So when you say area damage, do you mean area damage or area of effect? Because area of effect is detrimental to this build's damage. Because that would mean Storm Rain overlaps less, and it doesn't affect the Scourge Arrow at all, because Scourge Arrow isn't an area skill. Now, if you mean the area damage stat, well, see, it doesn't affect Scourge Arrow at all. Because the gem does not have the tag. And congrats, Hawkblade. That's a pretty good amount of profit. All right, we're going to do some frame trading again, because we have an expedition here. And the big boom will mean lots of loot and monsters. Oh, wait, where's the immune to chaos that I hit? I have to fix that. Oh, it's here. Okay, so I just have to avoid that edge. Like that. So I miss this. Number of magic monsters. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. Close enough. Goodbye, frames. Hello, loot. What counts as a juicy drop? Yeah, area of effect is a negative on Storm Rain, completely ineffective on the Scourge Arrows. They are not area skills. Okay, so the last notable drop I got was Right Now Extra, and it was a Voidborn Reliquary Key. That was a convenient time to ask that question. Thank you very much for increasing my loot. My strength stacker is quite a bit old, but a lot of the core aspects of it still work. Also, I don't think my setup fits in a 90 divine budget. So I am level 99, and me typing deaths will do absolutely nothing because most of my deaths were from when I was playing Toxic Rain before I switched to this build. I can type deaths if you really want, but I'm also going to say that those deaths have literally nothing to do with my current build. I mean, a few of them are when I was undergeared, you know, before I had all the defensive stuff, obviously, but I've had very, very, very few deaths since swapping to the Defiance of Destiny setup. What's the budget for this build? I don't know. Price check stuff for yourself. The budget was, I league started it. How to find the POV? Discord. Also, big warning. The damage calculations in the POV are just very rough estimates. I've had 198 deaths on the character. How much have I invested? All the money that I made since League start? Like, do you guys think that streamers just write down everything they make? I have no idea. I have no idea how much I invested. I don't keep track of that stuff. Like, oh, I need an upgrade. I can tell you that my last upgrade was 3 divines, but I can't tell you beyond that because I don't remember. Yeah, I feel like people just want to be lied to. They want to be told a comforting number. They want me to say like, oh, well, I spent 20 divines, so you can make this in 20 divines. Except that's not true. Even if I spent 20 divines, you might be able to make it in 10 divines. Or it might cost you 100. Also, I'm apparently picking up too many maps because my inventory is full. Let's fix that. Oh, that's not a portal scroll. Because the honest answer is, I have absolutely no idea how much I spent on this character. I've upgraded my gear as I've played the game. You know, Saferix, I honestly just should say you need a mirror. But yeah, I've upgraded my gear as I've played the game. I've crafted stuff. I have legitimately no idea. You have... Okay. Bartegu. Use your eyes. You will be able to see what I'm using. Also, we now have 1 big drop. Or notable drop, anyway. Also, I'm no longer on the 1 Essence Belt Hawkblade. I did upgrade it to this, which is more damage, slightly less defensive. If you want to know about the build, there's a video in the description. But yeah, if you want to know how much a build costs to play, you should always price check the core items to the build. Oh look, another big drop. That's 2 for this map. Because prices change all the time. You absolutely cannot ever, you know, go based on someone saying, oh, this build costs 50 divines. Because here's the thing. it probably did cost 50 divines when they checked. And if, let's just say, I save out on stream, and I don't know, a couple hundred people end up dropping by the stream while I'm live, and then a couple thousand watch it afterwards. And 10% of those people say I'm going to play the build. Well, all of a sudden, that 50 divine number that I gave you, a bunch of people bought the items that I talked about, and a bunch of people crafted stuff. And yeah, now maybe it's 30 divines because people overcrafted for it. Or now maybe it's 150 because people bought out stuff. Well, I know Wilma asked, why would I use Wilma? It doesn't affect my build in any way. As for why not, as not too much lag, and it doesn't really provide anything relevant. I would rather just wear real gloves. I mean, why no Wilma is kind of like asking, why aren't you wearing a Chevrons? No, it's not an item used by my build. Yes, Hawkblade, boxes are Valdo's puzzle box for the tier 17 maps. Oh no, Snow. Yeah, always turn on your tincture. That's very important. And yes, Francisco has a very good point. Fulcrum Chieftain is a great example of this, where an item was much, much cheaper because it wasn't being used. And now the price has increased by 200% because it is being used.
Good find, Exile.
Probably Progenesis in the future if I keep investing into this build, yes. I don't think it's needed, though. I very, very rarely die. Now, I've said that, so I'm probably going to die within this map, because you can never say you very rarely die and tempt fate like that, especially when you're lagging this badly, while also bleeding. Oh, never mind, the bleed's gone. And yes, Seshu, that is exactly how the build I'm playing works. See, the funny thing about the math effect, Devil, is if you're a content creator making a build, it's strictly detrimental. It is strictly detrimental for you that it exists. Because that's part of why I can't name a price on anything. Because the minute I name a price and people are like, oh, I didn't know that was that cheap, I'm going to go buy it, the price is no longer accurate. It's basically Eisenberg's uncertainty, but for item prices. The only time I can confidently name a price is if it's an item that is either deterministic. Like, I can tell you the exact price for a +2 bow gems, +1 all, you know, no other real mods Toxic Rainbow. Because you can farm a divination card, you can alt spam and regal, and then you can deterministically craft the rest with vendor recipes. That's not the ideal way to do it, but you can do it that way. And so for something like that, I can say, hey, it's this much. Yeah, exactly. Who knew that Bell Timber would actually get use? In Deep Delve, you'll have to be careful of dots. This build does have a weakness to dots because I don't have Leth Shade. If I was delving, I would rework stuff for Leth Shade. Also, I don't have a POB command. There's a POB in Discord that's a couple days out of date. And that once I hit a level 100, I'll probably update. I would assume if a chieftain is using Fulcrum with Righteous Fire, they're doing it for reasons unrelated to the Righteous Fire. Such as they're using Righteous Fire to boost up the damage of another skill, or alternatively, they're just going self-chill stuff so that they can clear maps faster with the action speed bonus. You know, self-ignite, self-chill stuff is good independent of Righteous Fire. Righteous Fire is good at clearing independent of self-ignite, self-chill. Oh, okay. Oh, that... See, I knew Tune was playing a Fulcrum build. I didn't know he was using Righteous Fire. Yep. So basically, Righteous Fire is just a convenient way to clear on that build. And the Fulcrum stuff is different. Also, if it's Tuna's build, I'm 100% sure he has a build guide you can check out. Monsters do sometimes flicker on my screen Saferix. It's a Harbinger problem. Unfortunately, I don't know how to fix it. I've tried updating my graphics drivers. I'll probably try again in like a week. We're 2 weeks in. How do I rate the league compared to the last year? So the last year was Trial of the Ancestors, Crucible, Forbidden Sanctum, if I'm remembering correctly. And I would say the league mechanic itself is by far the most impactful, but I enjoyed Sanctum more. Oh, look, another Divine. We are now up to 3 drops. Wait, have I recorded that yet? No, because I haven't left the map again. So I put this at number 2. Trial of the Ancestors was very fun at first, but got boring pretty quickly. Crucible, the build crafting part was cool. I didn't really like the league mechanic itself. Forbidden Sanctum I liked a lot. Oh, that is a hot take, Snow. The nice thing about Sanctum being out of map is if you don't like it, it doesn't exist for you. So I'm using an NVIDIA GPU, Intel CPU. You could use Caustic Arrow of Poison instead, yes. I'm pretty sure the damage will be lower, but you can do it. Actually, damage might even be comparable. I'm not 100% sure. Okay. That's that. Is there any... Yeah, that's junk. Oh, no. I don't want to have to go back into the map, but most of these things are... Okay, I can drop the annulment shards. And I don't really need that. Yay, inventory Tetris complete. All right, let's update the drops. So we are up to 3 notable drops from the first map. All these things go in here because I want to make a video talking about the strat and, you know, comparing profitability to other strats that I've done. I have to actually farm a decent number of maps to do that, and I'm running out of space. So I may have to move some stuff around at some point. But so far, so good. And so far, I would say it's profitable. I mean, if I just type 12 divines from the recent maps that I've done. And I'm at 75% of the way to my next level, which is level 100. What am I running? Currently, I am running Abyss Expedition Harbinger Ritual. The strat is put a lot of monsters in my maps and then kill them. That it's really all just set up for rare monsters. All right, we're getting a good bit of yellow here. Okay. I like Ritual better than Legion. I don't particularly like Legion as a mechanic, so I'm not running it. Oh. Okay, that ended a little earlier than I was hoping, so I'm only going to get like
Greetings.
4,000 block attack. The exploding node's probably decent, but I kind of just want the juice from my map.
Hunt well.
The frenzy charge on hit. Definitely ritual is better than breach. Breach is very restrictive on map types. Minions can get their damage reflected. That's correct. It will reflect to them, not to you, but it will kill them eventually. And that's why the reflect immune mods from like Influence says you and your minions cannot take reflected damage. All right, we're just cleaning up here, grabbing some spare life force. This is not going to be a very juicy one because we only got about 3,000 total. We'll see if there's any shiny tinctures here. Recover. Leeched. That one's okay.
The Katha never ends.
But nothing super juicy. Oh. Basic currency, gems. Okay, we'll do that. Then go kill the boss. Oh, Progenesis. Because Nimbus would probably make me crash. I don't know, Asenath was crashing me. And also, your damage is capped. Like, once you reach dot cap, you don't gain more DPS. And I have no idea if I would even gain damage from Nimbus at this point. Yep. Asenath's was making me crash because too many explosions hitting too many enemies. Especially with Blight, but also with Expedition. I don't know if it's been fixed. I haven't used Asenath's in a while. Plus, if I got Asenath's, I'd have to rework my gear yet again to swap to an Anathema in the other ring slot, replacing my Despair on hit. No, it is not worth using Oriath's End. You would need Global Poison Chance, which is very difficult to get. I've been swapping between them, Diablo's Wrath. Tornado Shot lags a lot less, but Scourge Arrow of Menace is more damage.
This'll do nicely, Exile.
That's because I'm swapping them constantly, and I probably just happened to snapshot when I had the Scourge Arrow in, like right now, when I made the POB. Realistically, it doesn't matter that much. Just try both and see what you prefer. Oh. I don't know if I can actually do this. Nah, I'm too close to 100. I'm not going to click the stupid thing. I probably could. It just means my lightning res is uncapped because I'm not using a lightning flask. That would be bad. Oh, what dropped over here? Ooh, a fortunate. Fractional Divines. You know, after dropping just straight Divines in the last map, though, the fractional, kind of a little less impressive. The poison is based on the base damage. So if I'm affected, it's by so little that it doesn't matter, but I'm pretty sure I'm unaffected. That I'm pretty sure the same thing that works with like Black Flame Ignite, where enemies take chaos, they can be immune to fire and you're fine. I certainly don't look at those mods in Expedition. But I tend to play the game by feel. So when things feel good, I do them. Then I leave it to other people to spend hours testing, because honestly, while there is some very important information to come out of testing, it's not fun. That's the thing no one tells you. Testing stuff in PoE is incredibly annoying. Import my character devil. It's close to 100%, but I don't know what it is. Yes, there's a rage vortex that sticks to you or something now. Yep, my profile is public. You can always see all that stuff. Well, I guess not always. You can't see it when the API is down. But as long as the API is up, you can see it. I feel like this might have bugged out. Because I'm just killing monsters, and I'm not gaining EXP for it, and more monsters are spawning. Sadly, that does happen with Abyss. Sometimes it just says no. Alright. Nope. That's probably sellable. Nope. Yeah, sometimes you'll just see my character gloveless or something because I'm crafting. And when I'm crafting, I don't need gear. Wait, is that... I don't know, someone might buy it. Probably not, though. Sork boots, lion pelt. Useless. Useless. And... grab those and then hop out of a map to do the trade. I mean, mandatory is a relative term. Do you like dealing 10% less damage? If you like dealing 10% less damage, keep it as is. If you do not like dealing 10% less damage, you should get 100%. And hey, thank you very much. I'm glad you enjoy the builds. As for is a build guide for this in progress, I released the video just a couple days ago. So it is already out. Oh, I should probably keep track of this stuff. I'm not quite sure what you're saying, Dennis. Or other Dennis. Dennis Stefan? Oh, god damn it, I clicked twice. Something about the Imperial Bow? Did I miss something on it? No, it's just a low-tier hybrid fizz. Alright, well, that Abyss unfortunately died and did not give us good loot, so we will just keep going. Yeah, Scourge Arrow I could see not working that well at level 44. I didn't swap to it until much, much later. Wait, what do you mean, Devil? Do you mean as compared to my normal builds, or do you mean as compared to everyone else's? Because if you mean compared to everyone else's, yeah. If you mean compared to mine, I almost always do this. The last build I had that didn't have too many defensive layers was the Strength Int Stacker, because as it turns out, when you have around 11,000 to 22,000 energy shield, You don't need more defenses for most content. Admittedly, that build was not super tanky. That was not as tanky as a lot of my others. Yeah, I've always valued high defenses, which means that this league I haven't had too many problems. It's kind of just my thing. Because the thing is, I don't enjoy dying. Like, will I die 40 times leveling in the acts? Yeah, probably. Will I die like another 100 times getting my character sorted and farming basic currency? Again, yeah, probably. But after that, if I'm dying constantly, that's not fun. We shouldn't be doing that. Like, if you're fine with it, then more power to you. That's not for me. Oof, that's a lot of snow. You need some Defiance of Destiny in your life. Hopefully they aren't recent deaths then. So here's the thing, Devil. I basically don't know what anyone else does build-wise, unless I talk to them about their builds. Like, I knew MBX was doing some Arc Ignite stuff because I talked to him about it. But if I don't talk to someone about their build, I don't know what they're doing. Because, contrary to popular belief, it takes a lot of time to make content. And so, I end up, you know, not having the time. If you're doing self-attack Toxic Rain and you wanted to do Mana Forge, what I would do is Toxic Rain self-attack, Toxic Rain Mana Forge. Like, you can use totems. Totems are fine. But if you're going totems, you probably want to all-in with Wilmas. If you're not all-inning with Wilmas, I don't think it's worth playing totems just because they're annoying and they die to stuff. And anytime my damage can die, I don't like it. It's why I don't really play minions unless the goal is to make the minions go boom or they are completely immortal to everything. Also, another thing in terms of me not knowing what other PoE content creators are doing, I don't really watch PoE content. Like, that's not my wheelhouse in terms of if I'm going to go look up a video on YouTube and be like, what's cool today? Probably not going to be PoE. Probably going to see, you know, what's happening in gaming news with Bellular. Or I'm going to look at what Game Force is reviewing. Or I'm going to see if Moon Channel put anything out, because everything by Moon Channel is excellent and you should go watch it. I know you're watching me right now and I shouldn't be sending you elsewhere. But like, Moon Channel's content is better than mine. Just go watch him. A perfect example of this is he made a video as to why there are no good Christian video games. And I mean, I don't think I've ever thought about or cared about Christian video games in any way before. And it was a riveting watch, even though I will probably, even after, never think or care about Christian video games. Second Wind, yes. Yeah, Second Wind's content has been great too. So those are the sorts of things that I watch. And I have vaguely heard of the fact that Baylor is doing Popcorn Specters, but I have not seen his build now. I dropped by his stream for like 10-15 minutes and then I had to go do stuff. There's a POB in Discord. It's a couple days out of date now. That sucks, Devil. Like, people should have some basic decency. The same thing happened with Technoblade, and... Okay, so... I get making a tribute to a content creator that deeply impacted what you do. Like, when Total Biscuit passed away, if I had been a content creator, I think I probably would have made a tribute video. Because his reviews were like super impactful on me finding some of my favorite games, how I thought about games, all that stuff. Absolutely awesome content. And so in that sense, I probably would have said, hey, this is my, you know, how Total Biscuits content impacted me as a person and as a creator, and I'm going to make that video. But just to cheaply capitalize on it, ugh, it's so scummy. So scummy. And to catch up with questions, how much have I spent? The money that I've listened or made this league, I don't keep track of how much I spend. So however much I've made this league, I've spent on this build, minus what I've spent on currency stuff and testing random things. And catching up with more questions. You're trying to set up a POB. How much DPS? I don't know either. I have enough DPS to kill stuff. That's about all I know. And my Atlas strat, well, currently I'm doing Ritual, Expedition, Abyss, and Harbinger. Before that, I was doing out-of-map strategies like logbooks. After I test more, I will have a video on this strategy and how profitable it is, probably in terms of profit per map. Because this is the sort of thing where, based on your build, the time to complete a map is going to vary so hugely. Like, I think some people will be able to complete these maps in 5 minutes and other people will take 15 minutes. And so because of that, I'm probably going to break it down as profit per map, not profit per hour. And you'll have to figure out the profit per hour on your own. Thoughts on Ritual? I like getting divine drops from the Ritual monsters when it can resurrect a boss. Hey, Surreal. It's going well. I think this was the wrong way, but it worked out, so I'm going to keep going this way now. Ooh. The Black Morrigan. So I remember the Black Morrigan gives quite a lot. Goodbye, Black Morrigan. Yep. Depending on when you asked, that might have been before I actually had an Atlas strat. Because I did only swap to this a couple days ago. But also, for a lot of that stuff, until I make the video, I don't talk about it. Because, like, I was doing boxes before, and after testing red altars versus blue altars, and boxes versus not 100% sold that boxes are bad, but red altars are definitely bad compared to blue. And so if I'd made a video earlier, I don't know. I just feel weird about that stuff because people take everything so seriously in PoE. Where even if I say, hey, I'm doing this Atlas strategy because I find it fun, I don't think it's particularly profitable, I will get angry comments about how it's not the optimal way to do it. And I'm probably still going to get some because I'm still mostly just doing this for fun rather than because it's 100% optimal. But yeah, it is what it is. I'd like to at least say, hey, I've done 50 maps and tested this though. Yeah, I prefer this to totems because exactly like you say, totems die. And if your damage can die, it sucks. So I've made my character as unkillable as possible. Red is worse than blue because you get so much more quant with blue. And quant and rarity massively scale your loot because it stacks with all the multipliers. Like, this is why blue is so good. 40% rarity, 15% quantity. Okay, that's final boss drops alteration, so we'll just go Eldritch Ichors. Basically, the difference is on red altars, you get 2 upsides. And on blue altars, you get increased effect of upsides. So with increased effect, you get more quantity. Whereas with, like, red altars, you get quantity plus, like, divines. Well, no, sorry, not divines, chaos. Divines are blue altars, which is another reason to do it, because divine altars. Also, I got a boss ritual. So we are good. Boss ritual is good. Player map. You know, I forget. I would like to say it counts as map quant, but don't quote me on that. I'm pretty sure it's map quant though. I mean, we can find out. So right now it's 125.90. If I hit another altar, we'll just check the number. If you're solo, blue is the best one.
Good find.
But you generally want blue plus yellow or blue plus purple. And if you're a magi, yellow is easier to get more of. It's so insane that you get the exotic currencies from these. Like, it is legitimately absurd. Also, I know I should be clearing the full map and then doing the abysses at the end. But, like, these maps take long enough. I don't want to add time by doing that. So we're going with slightly less optimal loot for significantly more fun gameplay style. Just like how, technically, I shouldn't be killing the spires. I should just be leaving them. Blue adds currency. It doesn't transform. Also, purple, if you're doing Abyss, is really good because it adds extra projectiles, and for whatever reason, the monster spawners count as projectiles. POB is in Discord, just like always. Hey, welcome on in. So you're playing Lightning Arrow. You've gotten to the mid-game. How much should you save up and invest into? I'm guessing you mean currency strategy? That depends on which strategy you're doing. So something like white map beast farming or white map boss rush, or not boss rush, essence rush, you don't need any investment at all. You could just start that right now with, I don't know, 30, 40 chaos.
Good find, Exile.
Whereas something like a Deli Orb strat, you'd probably want 10 divines to start that. So what I would do is go to the Maxroll currency section, which you can find with !Maxroll, look through the strategies, or look through the recommended strategies that Tuna has on your guide, and see which ones appeal to you, and kind of look at the level of investment that those ask, because some are very low investment and some are very high investment. With where you're at, I would aim for a low to medium investment, something like Alcan Go, altar farming, something where you maybe need a couple scarabs, but you don't need a ton. So we can see 9125. Oh, it got added to the map quant section. So I'm going to say it's map quant, not player quant. Question answered. If I get the spire in here, I'm totally clicking the ritual, by the way. Because A, it's more lag, but B, it's more loot. Yeah, 7th Gate Legion also works. And that one scales really well because after you have the good gear and the money, you can also add in scarabs and sextants and all that. See? We just traded frames for loot again. Look at that. We're down 40 frames and we're up 1 divine. No, 2 divines. Popped off in terms of damage or defenses? Because in terms of defenses, it started popping off once I got the Blood Notch and the Defiance of Destiny. In terms of damage, it started popping off once I got the bow. Which... the bow was 4 divines and the essences that I had lying around. Note... I do not think you should assume that you will make a bow that easily, and I forget how many essences I had. You know, the bow base is probably cheaper now. It's probably less than 4 divines for a lightning damage roll on an Imperial. So I'm not 100% sure what is and isn't on max roll. Mostly because I haven't farmed Legion since... I forget. You'd probably have to check my YouTube channel to see when I last made a Legion video. I got pretty... I don't know. I still probably used like 100 essences. Which, it's pretty lucky that I got T1. Aside of that, I wouldn't say it's that lucky. No, I shouldn't do that yet. Worst case, if a 7th gate strat isn't on max roll, you can pare down the strategy on max roll. Oh, did I split the abysses? No, there don't seem to be monsters coming out of that one. What I'm doing, no, you need Gilded Abyss Scarabs. I don't know how you remember that offhand, Extra. Oh, it's not for good, Kite Shield. So you need Gilded Abyss Scarabs for this, because you want as many Stygian Spires as possible. And so Gilded Abyss Scarabs say any abyss that does not lead to a depths leads to a spire. What it really means is any abyss that does not bug out leads to a depths or a spire. Because some of them bug out and just don't lead anywhere. They get stuck spawning mobs, which is unfortunate. As for the rest of what I'm doing on a budget, I mean, I'm using all Gilded Scarabs at the moment, so you would make less money. But everything aside of the Abyss does not have to be Gilded. I'm just doing it because I wanted a nice, consistent test for what's the best possible case outside of insane, expensive, like, Winged Scarab nonsense. I can show you Stygian Spire in just a second here. Oh yeah, and the reason I'm using Nico, even though I haven't delved at all this league, is literally just so that I get the free resistances and move speed and damage. It's a great way to make your maps much faster for like 2C and 2 passive points. No, I think my inventory is full. That is one downside of this. I've picked up so much. I need to make my loot filter stricter, but I'm lazy, so I haven't. I should really just use someone else's, but most people don't make loot filters the way I do. They don't set them up the way I do, so I make my own, and then I'm lazy about updating it. Oh, okay. I can't show you a Stygian Spire right now because I got an Abyssal Depths. The game trolled me. We will get another one soon, though. They can't all lead to depths. In fact, I think only one can lead to a depths per map, and I have multiple abysses per map. I'm going to be very unhappy if I get really good drops, so... Hey, welcome on in. So that was plus 2 divines to add to the counter. So we are up to 5 shiny drops in, I forget how many maps. Some number of maps. Yes. It is fast and tanky. I have a POB of what my gear looked like a couple days ago. I don't make budget POBs. I don't make mid POBs. I barely even make POBs at all. But if I have a POB, it's whatever I was wearing. Unless it is specifically for a guide on max roll. Yes, the Abyssal Depths do always have liches now. Alright, I need to fix the fact that my inventory is full. You know, I can put these... Oh god, I'm running out of space for these. Why did I think it was a good idea to collect a quad tab of these? What's wrong with me? while also doing a high loot strategy that I want to track drops for. As far as I know, Spectral Throw Raider is fine. I don't know if alt qualities made it better or whatever, though. So many Stygian rises. Oh, good. An empty tab, yes. Yay, I can fill up another tab with the Stygians from before I was testing other things. These are ones from this test. This also means I definitely have over a quad tab in Stygian Vises. Yeah, no, I basically don't POB. The only time I POB is when I theorycraft. And aside of that, I'm just like, I don't know. Build works. Or, I don't know. Build sucks. Alright, no, I don't want to start a new map. I want to go into the current map. Because there's more loot in here. Oh, there we go. Deck stacking spectral, I'm guessing throw? So. That makes sense as a build that works well. I'm not sure if I'd go spectral throw or Cobra Lash. That's just kind of liking the Cobra Lash mechanics better. No, I haven't kept up with either of those games, Devil. What's the drama? See how much loot we get here. He's phased. Wait, let me guess. The drama is because something voice actor, something, or something nerfed character, something. One of those two. Wait, that counts as drama? Okay. People are weird. People have very little to do with their time, apparently. I have heard about the day before. That's one. I don't even know if you could not hear about the day before stuff. That's been everywhere. There's like a skill up video. There's been, I think there might have been a second win video. Young Yaz talked about it. Everybody's been talking about it. To be fair, that was so predictable. That was 100% so predictable that that was going to go badly. I know the word scam's been used a lot. I honestly don't think scam is necessarily the best way to look at it. But it definitely isn't good. It's definitely not good for consumers. The reason I say I'm not sure scam is the way to look at it is because it feels like it was a group of people who had no idea what they were doing and got way more attention than they should have. And then just kind of, instead of going, sorry guys, we have no idea what we're doing and we really can't deliver this, they went, yes, full forwards, make it up as we go, be confident, we'll figure it out. And, I don't think I have trigger now.
Stay safe.
As for the skills I'm using, you can check the overlay. That should have all my skills. I think it still pulls from current character, right? If not, you can check the POB in Discord. That'll have everything. That seems like such weird drama. And the reason I think it's a little weird to talk about the day before as a scam or through that lens is because then you don't want to make people paranoid to every game could be a scam, but you do want to make sure that people are aware of what early access means, what early development promises mean, and what you can actually expect. Which I think is a much better conversation to have than just the binary, you know, is it a scam, is it not a scam? I don't care if it's a scam. Because regardless of whether or not the original people set out with bad intent, the game was a complete failure. It was hugely out of their scope. And there were a lot of quite obvious warning signs that they should not have been doing this. And that's the important part of it. Also, to be clear, I'm not defending them. I'm not saying they did good things. They should not have been doing the I hope this works out method. No, that's not what you do. You admit you're over your head and say we're cutting back on our scope so we can deliver a game. I mean, that's also why I don't think it's a scam, Devil, because they didn't get the money. Steam still has the money. That if it was a scam, I think they would have, you know, waited until they got paid from Steam and then were like, see ya, sucker. Then I'd be like, yep, they set out with bad intent. Yes, I think they just failed. And I think there's a lot we can learn from it. And it's important to look at it through the lens of they failed, here's why. Now to catch up on questions. How much do you need to approximately start running the build? No idea. I don't keep track of my builds in that way. I think in terms of, I also don't know how much I invested. I invested all of the currency that I got since League start, minus these 8 divines, minus whatever I put into crafting this stuff, and minus what I spent on testing this stuff. However much that is, I have no idea. I don't keep track of that stuff as I play. But what you need a good Ellie bow. You probably want a micro distillery belt, but you don't need it. You probably want Dying Sun, but you don't need it. You need Defiance of Destiny. You need that which was taken for poison. You need Immutable Force Blood Notch. You want Thread of Hope. You want a Watcher's Eye. And is it possible to League start this? I mean, I technically started as Toxic Rain, then rolled into this around level 90, but that's what I did. And at first, it was painful. Then it was fine. As for what am I doing? I am farming Abyss. I am farming Harbinger. I'm farming Ritual. I'm farming Expedition. And I half forgot what I was farming. POB is in Discord. I should remember how to make a command so that I can just have a POB command that says that the POB is in Discord. Gilded Ambush. That's decent money. Thank you very much, Snow. Perfect. Now I have a POB command. Ooh, I've got a lot of purple here. If I go this way, is it going to lead to more? I hope. Oh, no, I think it's looping around. All right, I'm going to kill these enemies, then take a look. I would recommend doing a low investment farming strategy like essences until you have the currency. Oh, that was not the way. Backtracking a little bit. Yeah, Harbies are really good. I like them. Then again, I'm just generally a Harby enjoyer, so like I might be biased. I really need a color if it's not purple. Damn it, no. I was hoping to get a color if it wasn't purple by going this way. Because I'll get like 4,000 purple essence, but I really wanted to split purple, blue, purple, yellow. Yeah, I'm 100% sure you can make this work on less currency than I spent. As long as you can get the key items together. But here's the other thing. There's so much that goes into the gameplay that you see on a stream, be it mine or anyone else's, where it's not necessarily going to be the same for you, even if you were literally wearing my gear. That there's a certain level of knowledge or skill that comes with knowing, you know, this is how you dodge this, this is how you dodge that. And I do try to portray that in my videos. That's why I have a gameplay section. That's why I emphasize the gameplay, so you can see what I'm doing. But also, I don't mention everything because I don't think about everything. There's things I do without thinking about that until someone's like, my build is bricked, help? And I go, oh, this is it? I genuinely forgot that I did. I do use the compass. Oh, what dropped here? Ooh, a patient. And 20 fuses that I probably shouldn't pick up because it's only 20 fuses. That's why these bosses always drop the Harbinger currency, which this is going to be a lots of uniques to price check run, I think. See? Ancient Shard from the boss. Now we bring the bosses back for even more loot. This is why I like Ritual, by the way. I don't know if Ritual's as good on non-multi-boss maps, but on multi-boss maps, it's really good because it just brings the bosses back 3 times. Or 4. Poison Scourge Arrow, or just Scourge Arrow of Menace in general, is very strong, but we are only 2 weeks in. I am terrified of saying that this is the strongest in any definitive way, because I don't think we know the strongest skill. I don't think we're going to find the strongest skill for quite a bit yet. Because there's going to be something that's absolutely broken, that's a super niche setup, that might not even get any attention this league. It might just be one of those builds people play. Because think about Poison Bladefall Blade Blast. That started as a build people just played that didn't get much attention. Then it was a gauntlet build, and it got a lot of attention through the gauntlet. And then it was the most well-known thing. Yep. Yeah, there's so much added, but there's a lot of really strong builds. I mean, if you're talking about, is this a build that absolutely crushes everything? Oh, hell yes, it is. This build crushes stuff. Like, so far so good. I think this is going to be the first time that I ever level up to 100 without using 5 ways. That's how good this build is. And, I mean, I don't know the mods on this map, but it's got a bunch of quant and rarity and it's corrupted. So, like, it's probably rippy. I do remember Seismic Trap. This temporal proc shield stuff, so bad. Huge nerf to my build. Oh, this is a Stygian Spire, by the way. For anyone who hasn't seen one before, this is what they look like. They might remind you of something. Something that was very much allowed on Twitch and then was very much not allowed on Twitch. But I'll leave the rest to your imagination. That depends on essence prices. I mean, last time I did it, in like a couple days, I made almost 200 divines. That was with the Atlas memory version. With the regular version, I don't know, it's often 5-6 divines an hour. It's pretty good. Scales with how quickly you can do the maps. The League mechanic. That there's currency conversions and stuff. Think of the old Arch Nemesis system. And the League mechanic triggers those with massive increased quantity and rarity bonuses. See, I dropped to half health and I was scared, but then I realized that's just because I couldn't be healed over half. That's a Wilma's. I should pick that up. Oh, look, another patient. I think that's 2 patients in this map. Yes, you do essences in white maps, and you combine it with something like beasts that isn't map tier specific, because you just want to go as fast as possible. I'm just going to click that. Unfortunately, turned into is probably the wrong word. It's just that people were overlooking that for a while. Goodbye, frames. Frames go goodbye. We have no more frames. It's okay, the frames should come back now. The monsters are mostly all dead. See, Vol Regalia, sure. Sinner Tricorn, sure. Oh. I'm gonna evolve a Wilma's. %94%. That's just good enough to keep in my inventory. Because I'm probably going to have to... Oh, no, I don't want that. Sork gloves. Yes. Ooh. Those are pretty easy to essence craft. Also, I don't want those. Implicits on... wait, they're partially evasion. I should... No, armor energy shield. That's correct. Oh, close, but no. The sort of thing where I probably shouldn't sort through all of these, but I enjoy it, and I have gotten multiple divine sales from it. Also, if you want to know how to farm essences, I have an essence farming guide on Maxroll. Originally I was going to play Ignite Penance Brand next, but I kind of don't want to play 2 dot builds back to back. So, another skill that I think looks cool but is not Ignite Penance Brand. Maybe Blade Fall of Volleys with Abyss Jewel stacking. Maybe Blade Blast of Dagger Detonation. Maybe, there was a couple of cool attacks. Like the Inverted Wild Strike, I think it was. Although I'm playing an attack build right now, so maybe I won't do another attack build. Ice Nova, Frostbolt, I don't know, there's so much stuff. If you asked me a thing I might play, plenty of ideas. If you ask me the thing I will choose from all the ideas, stop asking hard questions, please. Oh yeah, that's the hit-based fire trap stuff. It's funny, you say it's the opposite of a dot build, but then I'm like, I wonder if you use that with Ignite for clear. And by that, I mean not like scale it as an Ignite build, but just have Ignite Prolif on your gloves so that the ignites that you inflict from not having elemental focus and using combustion support just naturally clear stuff. Because I have done that before, where I've been an accidental Ignite build, and the Ignite Prolif is nasty. Divination card dupe. All right, let's get even more patience. Maybe. I don't think we're actually going to get more patience. Oh no, it's going the other way. All right, I will click this and then go back that way. But yeah, those are my thoughts on what might be next. Don't hold me to it though, because it could be literally none of those. There's so many cool things to play this league. But I'm also the sort of person who doesn't build hop that much. Like, I really enjoy polishing builds and getting them to feel good. So I would much rather spend 2 weeks on my league start, build everything up, and try other things after that and spend like a week, 2 weeks on each build, then hop through 8 builds. Now, if you want to see someone who hops through 8 builds and has a blast doing it, go check out Arrow. You can find POB in my Discord. The POB will probably be updated today or tomorrow. And the DPS calcs are, I don't know. Problem with this build is it does so much damage that I haven't put in the time or effort to actually test how much damage it does. I just assume that as I improve my gear, I kill everything and I don't die, so I must be doing it right. The main reason that I'm so tanky is I'm using the Defiance of Destiny amulet combined with the Blood Notch jewels. So I'm recovering almost all of the hit damage I take instantaneously. Not going to break them out because stupid bubble. That's okay, though. You use Flesh Offering, and it... What did the Expedition Arbalists say? Yeah, Pathfinder's pretty busted. Especially with a micro distillery belt, where you have like 30% effect on unique flasks. Ooh, basic currency, sure. Ooh, what did we drop? Oh, nice! Einhar's Memory of Harvest Beast. That's big. Are those still like 4 or 5 divines? I feel like those are 4 or 5 divines. Also, damn it, my inventory's full. All right, out we go. I need to switch these now. This goes in the fractures. This goes in the sales tab. Did the other one go in? I don't remember if the other one went in. But yeah, this goes in the fractures too. So when you're asking how does it work, what do you want to know about its functionality? Because it is mostly just that it does what it says on the box. Unless there's another specific question you have. Yes, Defiance and Blood Notch can very much be slapped into a lot of builds. Okay. This will be Ritual 4. I did forget to harvest a couple maps ago, but that's fine. Okay, so let's say I have 3,300 life. I'd be missing 1,000. It would be 400 life that I gain before I'm hit. So any hit that does under 400 damage cannot damage me. I think we reroll here. We definitely reroll. Cool. Do I reroll again? No, I can't, right? I don't have those nodes. I probably shouldn't click that. Good budget for this build. Price check the key items. I don't know. I started it on 0 chaos and swapped pretty early. Probably earlier than I should have. You mean from a video? Me. It's linked down in the description. Oh, okay, Hawkblade. Oh no, no wisps. Right, if I go away from the wall. Oh, that was actually the wall. Okay. Oh. Huh. Double walls. Oh, this is a weird layout. Right, let's try going this way. Cool, we found an event. I am not going to be making a budget mid-end POB. Number one, that would take hours and hours and hours of work, and I honestly don't have time to do that. Number two, it would be outdated literally as soon as I release the video. If you want to know what I did, you can check out my character. But I don't really make detailed, intricate POBs. That's not my style. And also, they get outdated so quickly. Like, I have made videos before on items that have been 5 to 6 chaos when I made the video that went up to 1. I mean, at the time it was an exalt, but the equivalent would be a 5 to 6 chaos item going to 1 divine. So the second I make a budget POB and I say, hey, this is really cheap, it will not be cheap anymore, and then people will be angry at me. And so I don't do that anymore. I show my character as I'm playing it, as it is. If you want to see what I had on day 3, you can definitely take a look at day 3 via PoE Ninja.
Keep learning.
Yes, exactly, Volke. Things change by the hour. That I used to try to do that stuff, and I have since learned my lesson. And also, to be completely honest with you, like, what I enjoy about builds and sharing them is the mechanics behind how it works. So, like, the Defiance of Destiny and that stuff, which is why I'm probably going to make a video dedicated to it. And also the finished product. That's what I enjoy. So that's typically what I share. If you want to know the most important stuff, check out my video. I go over the most important things in the key mechanics section, and then I talk about it more in the gearing and the passives and all that. But also, I know there's a lot of people who want, like, content that holds your hand, and I'm not going to be the person for that. For better or worse, I am terrible at it. Probably for worse, but because I'm terrible at it, I'm never going to be the person for that. Do I think this is better than the ballista version? Well, ballistas die, and I don't. So yes. Oh god, I've said I don't die, and I'm like tempting fate so much. We'll see if my EXP is 80% or not by the end of it. Ooh, crit multi with bows. That'll sell. But yeah, in terms of this versus ballistas, I have not done math on, you know, what's more DPS, etc., etc. I literally went, I am sick of my ballistas dying. I am going to go self-attack. I don't care if the damage is less. I will make it work. I've made it work. Yes. Or more specifically, I'm bad at it for PoE, because when I made my video for Death Must Die, I think I did a pretty okay job on the beginner's guide. I mean, if anyone watched it, if you didn't find it helpful, let me know. But the difference is I knew what it's like to be a new player in Death Must Die, to not know all of the things that I knew after playing it for almost 100 hours. I've played PoE for a decade. The new player experience for me was spending 14 hours in Microsoft Excel planning out my build before I even logged in to play the game. I don't know what it's like to be a new player in PoE. I don't know what problems a new player has. I don't know what help a new player needs, and I don't know how to explain a lot of the things that I do. I just do them. I've tried very hard in many, many videos, and sometimes I'm successful, but often I fail because I don't know what I don't know. Or I don't know what other people don't know. I also don't know what I don't know, to be fair. And so that's why I generally don't do new player stuff. Except for games where I actually know what it's like to be a new player. Which is not PoE. Probably will be PoE 2 though. So, hey, look forward to some PoE 2 content that's new player friendly. Because you know what? I'm going to be a new player just along with all of you. Yeah, splitting steel's been really good.
Need your aid.
I've seen a lot of people having success with it. I think Tripo's been playing that. The Night Lotus Scourge Arrow looks really cool. Last time I played Scourge Arrow, I remember specifically complaining at GGG. I was like, GGG, I want to give you money. There's no Scourge Arrow MTX. Please make Scourge Arrow MTX. And they now have Scourge Arrow MTX. They have a couple of them. They have Stygian, they have Triangle, and they have Night Lotus. And I'm going to be honest, Night Lotus is the best by far. It's beautiful. See, I almost insta-kill spires that aren't empowered, but if they're empowered, I can control my DPS enough to not insta-kill them.
Ready?
Yeah, it's very hard to make hand-holdy content from PoE. And the other thing that makes it really hard is most of the people who watch me aren't super new players. And so, all right, I know in general, it's a bad idea to talk about this kind of stuff as a creator, but there is a calculus that I have to do when choosing to make any video, which is how much time does it take me to make the video? Is it something that I personally value so much that I'm going to make it regardless of if it's a good idea or not? And how many people will watch it after I make it? Now, the more people that will watch it, the more time I can spend making it. And the last time I made a new player video, it took me over 30 hours of work to put it together. And I believe, last I checked, that video had around 23,000 views, which I'm not going to get into the details of how much that translates to blah, blah, blah. But let's just say it was under $1 for every hour of work I put in. So I have to decide how often can A, I put several days of full work into making a video and effectively go unpaid for my time to make new player content. Now, is that partially because I'm not very good at making new player content and I can't do it as quickly as I can with, say, some endgame content? Maybe. But that is the thing that I have to decide when choosing, do I make a new player video or not? For like something really in depth. And because I don't particularly enjoy it, I feel very lost whenever I'm doing it for PoE. Like, what am I supposed to be talking about here? How much depth am I supposed to explain? What terminology should I use and not use? It's uncomfortable for me to do. And because it takes a long time and because people don't tend to watch it that much on my channel, I don't tend to do it. I tend to aim for people who, obviously, I'm not aiming my videos at experts, because if you're an expert, you probably already know most of the things I'm going to be saying. But people who play PoE regularly aren't really new players, but also aren't experts. I know this term gets used a lot, but average PoE player, or at least my guess at someone who I feel is average. Yeah, Snow Buddy. You know, it's funny you say that, Snow, because I literally do think of like people I know and what questions they might ask, and you are one of the people I think of. So, yeah, literally you. You are the target audience. Oh no! God damn it. I'm not 100% sure what got. I think it might have been Zaps. It was either Zaps or Bleeds. Damn it. All right. Oh wait, I should go back there because the Abyss was still going. Okay, we're going to try to rush back there through all this stuff, which I should be doing anyway. Was this the one? No, this was not the one. Rip. I bricked the Abyss by doing that, I think. Oh well. I'm going to respect this monster, because somehow it kills me. I think that's the first death I've had this stream. I didn't even click that. Well, it's a good thing I didn't click that then, because uncapping my lightning res 100% would be a problem. This build does not die very often, but sometimes I'm just not paying attention. And so I miss what killed me. Oh, I bet I know what happened. So the lightning mirages probably bypass Defiance of Destiny because it doesn't count as being hit by an enemy. And so that's something that I had to be really careful of and not stand in too many of them, because only my blood notch would trigger there. And that's what got me killed. Alright, we're just gonna kill now. Oh, it's Leech's life. Okay, well, what if I don't let you hit me then? Yeah, then all your healing goes away. Bye-bye. No, bye-bye. Go away. Go away, Abyss mod. Or mob. Has it still not died really? Oh, because it went invulnerable. There we go. That's one annoying thing about some of the Abyss enemies. They go invulnerable and my poisons can't tick on them. Because he had more than enough damage stacked up that he was very dead. He was a dead monster walking. But he can go invulnerable. I think that's most of the stuff in the map. The lightning mirage, you mean? Yes. In fact, I remember the early version of it from I think that was Bloodlines. I don't think that was a Nemesis mod. I think that was a Bloodlines mod. Oh. Okay, I should go out and... I should also drop these, because I don't really need them. You know what was so much worse than that, though? Old Lightning Thorns. God, old Lightning Thorns was so bad. Now, talk about off-screening yourself. Yes, this build is the epitome of you hate dying, but like hard content. Hey, I put the word almost in for a reason. And Seth, thank you very much for the resubscription. Welcome back. Yeah, this build is almost immortal. And the thing also to keep in mind with this build is damage is dealt in Path of Exile different ways. Everything that bypasses Defiance of Destiny is very dangerous to you. Everything that's covered by Defiance of Destiny is relatively easy. Oh, Old Lightning Thorns was flat reflected damage when hit. So, I forget what they're called, but the Lightning Callers from Act 4? No, Act 3. When they added the Dominus stuff to Act 3, they added Lightning Callers. Or Blackguards? I forget. Basically, they do something like 40 flat reflected lightning damage to you for every single hit. So you'd hit a pack of enemies and just instantly explode. Ooh, that's another useful bow. And I think the tabula is vendor trash. Okay, I don't think I care about any of that. Do I care about tracking everything else down? Honestly, no. Nah, I'm just gonna do the ritual, probably get that. Always double check the div cards, because it would be very unfortunate if you missed like a really good div card. Now that I've bought, I shouldn't refresh, because it would suck if I refreshed and saw a mirror. But it's okay, because I didn't see a mirror.
Slayer.
Yeah, this build is, I mean, in theory, you could play a similar setup on a Deadeye, in which case a Deadeye would be just as tanky, but this is tankier than how most people build their Deadeyes. And good luck in your league start, Seth. Hope it all goes well. So I'm going to do that. And then grab these. Just to put them in here, load all that up. This build is not on max roll. And it probably won't go on max roll because it's only really going to be playable for this league. Now, if the Viridian Wildwood goes core, which I very much doubt, but if the Viridian Wildwood goes core, or all damage can poison goes core in another way, then there's a decent chance this will end up on max roll. It would be it as an end game build because it can be a bit expensive relative to what a lot of our league starters are to get going. But I don't want to guarantee anything because we have no idea how the future is going to change in terms of stuff. So I'm not going to ever promise that it's going on max roll. But poison, all damage can poison would have to go core. And it would have to go core without a super significant downside for it to happen. Because otherwise it's just kind of a bit of a novelty build, if that makes sense, where it's really good right now, but next league it won't exist. Nice snow. And our goal for builds on max roll are things people can, you know, come back to and play. Which, I mean, PoE changes a lot, right? We can never guarantee that you'll be able to play a build from this league next league, even if it doesn't use something like tinctures. But the goal is that whenever possible, you'll be able to. And to be fair, a lot of builds do last multiple leagues. Like, unfortunately, Poison Spark Pathfinder went away, but that lasted from 319 all the way to 322, which is a pretty good run, I'd say. Okay, I've got the juice. Let us drop the divine orbs. Sadly, the ritual's not on the boss, but the first divine's going to drop here. Right, divination card you. Damn it, stop making a liar of me, game. Alright, maybe the first divine won't drop here. But since this is so good that it's almost split blue-yellow, I am going to do the clear the whole map, then backtrack for abysses thing, unfortunately. Which also means I don't need to loot. I can just kind of chill and kill. Oh! Damn it, I hit the abyss, but also first divine orb. Trying to proc altars, that's why I wanted to keep going. But, yeah. Touch the abyss by accident running to get the divine. So now we have to run it. Ooh, a Maloney's. The biggest source of damage will come from your bow. After that, it's your that which was taken that doubles your poison duration. Then after both of those things, look for Cluster Jewel, Watcher's Eye. Make sure your poison on hit is 100%. Alright, well, that wasn't a good abyss anyway, so it's fine. We did not, in fact, mess up. I'm going to assume the Maloney's is valuable enough that I want to pick it up now. Oh, good. Speed.
This will do nicely.
Yeah, when you say all right, around what's the LE DPS, like if you put it in POB? Bleeding, I need to keep hitting enemies. That's how I deal with bleed. Well, actually, I deal with bleed by getting hit by enemies, but if I'm hitting enemies, they're probably hitting me. Dead third. Okay, yeah, that's pretty bad. I would upgrade that immediately. That will probably single-handedly fix your damage. Or at least single-handedly massively improve your damage. I just realized a live search pinged a little bit ago. Okay, it's not actually that important. You know, I shouldn't really be tabbing out and looking at stuff in the middle of a Harbinger. But I don't know. It needs to spawn mobs. I think I can take the time. 7. Ooh. Okay. So for comparison, my bow has double the LE DPS of yours. POB is in Discord.
Good find, Exile.
Hmm. 43 dex is a little low. What's the altar? The altar is Quant. This is what we wanted.
Hello again, local.
Hello, Gwennon. All right, please give me an altar as I kill these. Would be really nice. No? Okay, that's fine. But +2 arrows, not something I've calculated. If you want to know the impact of +2 arrows,
Racing.
you would have to go into PvP and do hit testing. But I would imagine that no, it does not. Because you're talking about 50% of the DPS for 20% more projectiles. So I don't know, maybe it makes up for 100 to 200 DPS worth? That's assuming all projectiles overlap, of course, which I don't know. Okay, we can pop this abyss because we've made the full loop.
This'll do nicely, Exile.
Beautiful. That also means it's time to loot. And because I know the accidental abyss earlier was the one that led to the depths, this will lead to a spire. So we're going to get a big old rare explosion. We just need to hope the spire's multi-empowered. Well, that's a soul eater. That's unfortunate. Okay, it's dead. Good. I mean, I guess the abyss could lead to a bug, too. Oh, no, it led to a spire. It's double empowered. Cool. I'm going to loot a little bit as it spawns enemies. Okay, maybe I'm going to hit it a couple more times. It's always tough knowing how much to hit these stupid spires. Because if you hit them too much, they just die before they spawn enemies. Alright, good enough. My patience has run out. Your time is up, Spire. Yep. Poison Scourge Arrow Pathfinder. Video's in the description. Oh, it's a Flame Blasty one. I hope the Flame Blast can't kill me. Usually it doesn't hit that hard, though, relative to regular actual Atziri Flame Blast. Probably because it doesn't have pen. I would bet those Flame Blasts don't have pen. Because it's a tier 1 hybrid base. How much is it at the moment? I haven't gotten any recently. I could gamble on IDing those, but... Instilling and making scouring, Vol, yes, yes, yes. Gonna be a little bit of looting as we go. And good news, I'm back to 86%. So now I just don't want to talk about, you know, dying or not. And hopefully it won't happen. Because the goal is to get to level 100. I hope these flame blasts don't randomly annihilate me. No. Chain Hauberk, which, as I remember, is the tier below. But also, it's basically just 20 fuses in a trench coat. Oh, that's why I don't know. If I saw a base bit was 15C, I'd probably just leave it on the floor. I don't know, maybe I'd pick it up. Nah, I'd probably just vendor it for fuses. Too much of a pain to sell. Which reminds me, I should get rid of... I have a couple of dump tabs that are priced at that. Ooh. Well, there you go. That was a little bit of a loot explosion. You know, a few scarabs came out of that. It also means I should drop this for now. Because I will need more inventory space. Okay. All right. Inventory's full, so time to hop out and update the divine counter. This goes in the sale tab, and these things all go in here. I feel like, unfortunately, I'm going to fill this tab up. POB is in the build link archive. That is where all the POBs are. And make sure you have the correct roles so that you can see all the channels. All right, that's the next abyss. Let's go. See if we get any more big drops here. I think there's a good chance we will. Oh, look, loot to collect while I'm killing. Yep, no problem. It does happen. Might as well just click all these things. Okay. Yo. Thank you. Oh, is my inventory mostly full again? Yes, it's mostly full again. All right. Next ritual. I don't know why I'm actually scared of those. If I wasn't, 88% of way to level 100, I would test it. I'd totally be like, you know what? Let's see. Let's see if this actually does damage, because it probably doesn't. 88% of way to level 100. Which, fun fact, this is the closest to level 100 I've ever been. Not counting 5 ways. Which, I don't really count those in terms of that. Okay. I think this is everything, right? Yeah, this is everything. 4 monsters remain somewhere. They get to spread the word. Pick up all the little bubblegum while we do this. Been a little bit since I've gotten a fracturing shard. I wonder if I'll get a fracturing shard next map. Well, I'm pretty sure I just took that flame blast, so I guess that answers, can I tank them? 5 awakened sextants, okay. My inventory is unfortunately full. Well, I will drop something if there's a good drop in here. The monsters in here don't really drop loot, but I might as well kill them because they do give pretty good EXP, because they're higher level than me by a lot. Well, not actually, but higher level than the regular monsters in the zone is more what I meant. You know, semantics and all that. Honestly, Snow, I would be surprised if you couldn't run a Katarina. Your build is quite well positioned to deal with her. The only thing you gotta watch out for is the dots, but everything else is pretty darn easy. I wonder how much EXP I'm getting per map. So I'm 88%. Let's see after the next one. Probably gonna be like 90, so it's probably, assuming no deaths, 6 maps to level 100. I like how the music is actually breaking because the game can't handle my projectiles. And yes, that is why the music's sounding weird. It's a pretty known bug caused by the game just not handling things well. You can tell when I'm not doing as many projectiles. Like, here I'll just chill. Oh! Well, that's easy money. You might say free cricket camerals. This is where the lag comes back because I'm hitting everything. We got a Stygian Vise. All right, we can make room for that. Dropping... I should drop chisels, not annulment shards. And I don't think the 1-socket boots are worth anything. Anything good here? Mortal Ignorance. Very expensive Mortal Ignorance. 2 Chaos. Sure. And then reroll. Oh, I should have checked all the div cards. Alright. Cheaper Mortal Ignorance. It's probably worth more than these Horizons. Good enough. So, unfortunately, Scourge Arrow is going to kill your FPS. The only thing I can advise is using Tornado Shot in place of Scourge Arrow on either one or both lings. It's probably a bit of a DPS loss to do that, and you'll need to swap the Arrow Nova for GMP, but it does reduce the lag by a lot. Put all these rainbows of scarabs in. All right, so 88% EXP. Let's wait. Oh, god damn it. I think did I open it without a sexton on it? Oh, thank goodness I didn't. Whew. That was almost bad. So purple and yellow. Let's follow the purple first. Oh, we found the Breaker of Oaths. Let's see what perfect corpses he has. Maybe it's going to be a naval officer. Nope. Yeah, I can imagine the lag on Ballista would be terrible. No, I want to grab that for the extra light. And that was the end of that trail. PoE mobile, I don't know when. Good question. Ooh. Is this what I think it is? Is this the fabled triple color run? Where I actually get a decent amount of blue? I don't know for sure. I got a little. Let's see. Mana per enemy killed, area of effect if you've killed, phasing. Random hex.
The kappa never ends.
Oh, Wildwood Abomination. Yes, give me stuff. Give me loot. Thank you, Abomination. Withered Elusive. Crit Banner. Mana Reservation. Those all seem sellable to me. Oh, wait. This is the blue trail. I'm gonna clear the enemies off, and okay, we're following with blue. Oh, we're following with blue this way. All right, let's see. Clear the enemies off. Oh, it's going up. Oh no, it just loops around. All right, this is the way. Maybe, hopefully. It's getting stronger. No! God damn it. All right, let's see how much I get total of each. It's always better to take this part slow because it has such a massive impact on your map. The attacks per second also matters on the Bow Devil. LEDPS and APS. This is looking really good. Because I'm at almost 6,000 total. And I've got about 2,000 of each. And usually when this has happened, these have been like the god maps. Yes, but what I mean is on a faster attacking bow, it's better even if the total LEDPS is the same. Because you want to inflict more poisons. All right. Let's go. Let's see if we get triple empowered. Also, let's go Quant Altars. Come on, give me Quant Altars. So this is between 6,000 and 7,000 juice with triple empowered enemies. So this is about, well, not quite the spookiest it gets, but it's up there. It's like the spookiest it gets outside of MF stuff. Or outside of Delhi stuff and beyond stuff. That boss lived for a noticeable amount of time longer than usual. Quant Altar. Part of the reason they're cheap is because you're essentially buying the thing that all the Lightning Arrow Deadeyes don't want. Depends on the minions, Hawkblade. For a lot of minions, yes, haste is a good way to scale their damage. And especially on Guardian, it can be a good way to scale damage. Because Guardian provides a lot of the Ellie auras himself. But there are other minions that don't really benefit from haste. Like old Syndicate Operatives, I'm pretty sure you did not run haste. And Popcorn minions, you won't really want to run haste either a lot of the time.
You're alive.
So like with many things, it depends. You know, I'm a little bit surprised that a Divine hasn't dropped yet. Yes, there's a very easy way to price Glorious Vanity. Put it in your sale tab for 5 div. If it doesn't sell within a couple days, lower it to 4. If it doesn't sell, lower it to 3. Doesn't sell, lower it to 2, then lower it to 1. If it doesn't sell at 1, I don't know. Put it in whatever random dump tab. I did not do the best job of breaking that Legion. Okay. More quant. And I'm just going to blow this up now. Like so. And stand away from it. Hopefully I hit all the stuff to the side. Okay, I missed a couple, but good enough. I suspect there's going to be some basically unkillable mobs mixed in there. Because I've noticed expedition things get way harder to kill with the triple empowerment than almost anything else. They also give pretty big juicy loot explosions, so it's definitely worth it. Like, these guys aren't even rare monsters, and they're giving rare monster level loot explosions, because, just expedition things. Because I'm 11% off of level 100. Also because Expedition is one of a few things that can kill me depending on what it does. Because they have damage over time effects. And damage over time is the one thing that negates the build's defenses. Thank you. But yeah, because I'm very, very close, I'm playing more carefully than I otherwise would. Because I really don't want to die right before level 100. We're so close. Like, for the most part, I can just stand here and tank. But I have that. Or I have it via something marked enemies, but I don't have a mark, so I can't actually use it. I don't have a generic attack mastery, sadly. Oh, I did not mean to... God damn it. I was not supposed to crack that abyss, but whatever. We're going to go. Let's go. Give me Divine's Abyss. Another reason for playing the hit and run stuff and running around is you just lag less if you're attacking less. Standing in place lags me way more. In fact, it might be the difference in like 10 times the FPS. Where if I'm running around and hitting stuff, I'll get like 12. And if I'm standing still, I'll get like 1. So, you know, there's reasons for it. They're good reasons. All right, so I'm just gonna go collect a little loot while I wait for that to potentially go down. I'm not sure if I tapped it enough, but I want to get this so I don't have to backtrack here later. So we will see. All right, some spawned. All right, I didn't hit it enough. Right, with the triple empower, it's going to take a little more than that. Okay. Is that enough? Oh god, why am I stuck? I don't want to be stuck. Okay, I've now definitely hit it enough. Now I run away for a little bit. Hopefully don't kill it by accident. Probably going to kill it by accident. Alright, I think it spawned all of its monsters, so now we just kill it. Oh. My inventory's full. I can drop a couple things and grab a little more loot. That is the problem with maps Viz Juicy. I actually kind of want the Wildwood Primalist for bag space. Oh, there's the Divine that I was complaining about earlier. Are we going to make... Yes, we're going to make funny sounds by dropping it multiple times, because I can't actually pick it up. All right. That means I should drop something here, like this, and pick it up, so that it doesn't go away if the instance crashes or whatever. Then kill all these, and go out of a map to empty my inventory. And update the count. Ooh, that's some money. Look at all those winged scarabs in there. All right. So first we do this. That's the map that I keep. You know what? That map can go in here. Now, while I'm loading back in, I update this to say 7. And now I play Divination Scarab Clicking Simulator. Or I guess just Winged Scarab Clicking Simulator. Not just Divination. There's quite a few. Got some Winged Blight, some Winged Torment. A few Gilded Scarabs. Oh, look. Even more. They didn't even fit on the screen. That's what happens with triple colors, because everything gets just a ton of rarity. It's also why I'm taking these maps more chill. Really juicing them, because that's a lot of money. All right, speed enabled.
This'll do nicely, Exile. This'll do nicely, Exile.
Unique items have a chance to be duplicated or basic. Yeah, let's go basic currency. Oh, it's a light show. I don't know why the graphics bug out like this, but they do. Very unfortunate, but it's a light show. I wish it would stop doing that. No, good. I think it's something to do with a frame rate dying, because it seems to happen primarily when I lag out. Yes, there are mobs that lead up to Katarina. Kind of. She summons ads in the fight. Or if you mean the second phase, yeah. But first phase, technically no, she summons them shortly after the fight starts. It's Jun's family, because Katarina's a bad person like that. Oh look, another divine. Look, another Scarab explosion. Not as big of one as last time, though. I should probably pay attention for a second. Instead of just mindlessly clicking loot. Because it's going to lag and the graphics going to freak out. But I mean, loot. Oh my god, another Scarab explosion? What the heck? That's so many Scarabs. I feel like I'm gonna have to go back to my hideout soon just to store all the Scarabs. Oh my god, I am. Oh my god. Reduced. Yeah, no, that's for people who hate loot. Yeah, this is what happens when triple color happens. All right, so we got another divine there. So that's up to 8 total divines, boxes, blah, 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 blah. Surely, the Scarabs must be cheap enough at this point that it's not even worth picking up the polished. No, it's always going to be worth it because gilded are like 9C each for a lot of these. Never mind. All right, let's res some rare monsters. I don't think they stacked Devil, and I already have one. No, because it says up to 100%. So if you had 3 of them, you would get 9% per poison inflicted up to the cap of 100%. That is my understanding. But also, you probably need a mirror tier Fizzbow to go charms. Because you can't do the Ellie stuff if you're going charms. And I suspect you need a mirror tier Fizzbow to like beat out. Or at the very least, a Fizzbow that will cost close to a mirror this league. To beat out the Ellie bow stuff. Ooh, another Venters. What do you think, chat? Is the Venters worth anything, or is it going to be negative quant rarity again? My guess is it's going to be negative quant rarity again. Oh. Right, I'm not clicking that one. because I'm too close to leveling up to just run around with like 25% lightning res. In theory, I could probably do it, and I would probably only die once in the map. So once I hit 100, I'm definitely going to be doing that more. But leveling up to 100, no thank you. Look. Third divine of a map. If it's a full empty venter, I'm putting it up for a mirror. Honestly, it's probably worth more than a mirror if you get a full empty venter. See, here's the thing. I wouldn't actually want to sell it. I just want to show it off. So I don't know. Maybe I'd put it up for 69 mirrors. 69 mirrors sounds about right. Yeah, if it's a perfect nothing venters, you have my promise. It's going up for 69 mirrors. And if someone actually pays me 69 mirrors, I guess I will sell it. Also, that's sad. It ended in a depths. All right, let's sort these. I do think it's always worth sorting fractures because I've gotten some really good stuff. No POB for leveling. Hey, I'm good, Lotador. How are you? Yes, I have been blasting. I'm currently 92% of the way to level 100. And it's going pretty well. I just have to not die for a little bit longer. Hey, how's it going, Pineapple? I'm just doing the league mechanic and trading frames for divine orbs. Since my frames just went away, there's a good chance another divine will drop. It'll be the fourth for this map. Yeah, the build has come together really nicely. I'm very happy with how it's turned out. Hitting all spells on an accumulator one with a perfect fossil. Interesting. You know, that's a good point, Surreal. I should definitely have that. Because I think if I had had that, the one death I did have earlier would have been erased to the point where I'd be level 100 right now. It's a very good point. I'm going to buy one after this. Then again, if I don't, I can say I level to 100 with no omens. I don't have an Atlas tree to give you, sorry. Have not made one. And it is the garbage venters. Goodbye, garbage venters. This league, anything that involves lots of rare monsters. Your favorite strategy that involves rare monsters. Like for me, been doing a lot of Abyss stuff. Which is nice, because I haven't done Abyss in ages. But I don't know, this league, rare monsters. So in theory, Tormented Spirits would be good devil. But also, good luck not killing them from 2 screens away. See, Imbued Wand, Profane Wand. Yeah, the reason I had ghosts in at one point when I was testing, and I got tired of killing them because I kept killing them over and over again. I'd see them on my minimap, I'd be like, is that a Harbinger or is that a... Oh, it's a ghost. Oh, it's dead. Mariketh Bow? Wait. I think that's actually a usable one. 30 dex is not. So, Carnal Scepter in case it's +1 and it's not. Cool. Oh, that sucks. I believe you get 1 affix per rare mob per inspired learning. What do you mean, Devil? That the amulet is still worth something. See? It's now worth like 8 alt shards. But also, if it hit +1 curse, it probably would legitimately be worth something, so I've just been picking them up to corrupt them. Yeah, the depths aren't nearly as good as the spires when you have triple empower. I can barely justify sacrificing for portals these days. Gem sockets are just too competitive. Oh yeah, what tier was this? Tier 3. I don't know, it's probably like 1020C. Probably not worth actually. What would be my DPS? 38 million or less. Actually, 36, sorry. 36 million or less. I don't know. It's enough to do T19s. It's enough to do triple empowered. It's enough to do delirious. Haven't actually bothered to calculate what it actually is. Probably not going to bother. Spoiler alert. The tooltip, 38k. So I do at least 38k and at most 36 mil. What I do in between there? Nobody knows. Yeah, I mean, clearly 38k is just all you need in PoE. All right. Last one. Be juicy, please. It's a horrifying number of poisons going on me. I hope it's 100% belt. The last one sold for like 6.5k or 6.5 divines. It was great. I also got a perfect 50%. That was less great. Unfortunately, that didn't sell for divines. Oh, got stuck again. Not 100% sure what I get stuck on. It probably has something to do with the lag. That's because there are none. Yeah, why would I want ballistas? They die. Why would I want damage that can die? Okay. Well, there's kind of a lot of loot on the floor, but I don't think there's any monsters left. Oh, there's one more monster. My bad. No, I need the divines. I don't know what I need them for yet. Probably buying a ton of essences to roll all the Stygians I've dropped. But I know I need them for something. When everything's triple empowered, yes, they die that easily. They basically get evaporated. The triple empowered monsters do a lot of damage. I know it doesn't look like it, but they do a lot of damage. Just take my word for it. Wait. 21 rarity. Maybe. Nah, it's not want. Alright. We're gonna go out here. Oh no, I'm almost out of Scrolls of Wisdom. Oh, 74%. So I started at 89% and I ended at 94. That was 5% of a level in one map. That is so juicy. All right, let's buy this just in case. It's late. It's very late. I needed this like a bunch of maps ago for the one time I died. I'd be level 100 right now if I had it, but oh well. What's the budget to start this build? I did it on League Start with nothing. So that depends on how good you are at League starting things. What's more sad, a 99% or a 50? 50. We're at 9 divines. That's correct. I just wanted to make sure I was at the correct number of divine drops.
You will be remembered.
Oh, look, delirium.
As a traitor and a tyrant.
Well, there we go. Traitor and tyrant. 2 hours, 35 minutes. Also, that's only raw drops. That's not counting everything else I've gotten, which is mixed in with all my other stuff I've gotten, so I can't really account for that accurately anymore. But just in terms of raw divines, whatchamacallits, Voidborn Reliquary keys, and puzzle boxes, it's been 9 total in the last 2.5 hours. Ooh. I'm tempted. Yeah, I'm going to do it. It means getting hit is slightly more dangerous, but only slightly. Wait, where did the purple go? Did I miss it? Yes, I missed it. It went this way. Oh, that's why. Because it led off to some forest caches. Oh, no sparkles. If I had just a little more fizz taken as... Ooh, I see yellow sparkles. Yes, yellow. So if I had a little more fizz taken as, I'm pretty sure the vulnerability curse would do nothing. Because I'm fairly sure if you can't take physical damage, Vulnerability can't increase the fizz damage that you take. Pretty sure that's how the game works. I do not have MF gear now. I might have some incidental rarity on a ring or a helmet or something, but aside of that, no MF. The MF is this. And this. This is my MF gear. MF build when? Never. Go watch MBX or Tuna. I hope MF isn't even a part of PoE 2. See, this is where I have to be careful because I was running while bleeding. With the delirium, it's going to be a little bit harder to do. Right, can I go back this way quickly? Oh yeah, this is also no regen. That's also awkward. No, not eventers.
Local, need your aid. Another good find.
I'm just gonna
Shall
YOLO
we?
this one, I think. If that's fine. I was reminded that game existed recently because there was a worst MMO ever on it. You know, I was gonna say, the lag's not as bad as I thought it would be, and then I just got a big old lag spike. Actually, wait, was it Conan Exiles or the other Conan game? Oh, did I miss the... Yeah, okay. I wasn't paying attention to my delirium. Oh, well. Actually makes it a lot more chill to clear the map now that there's no delirium to worry about, so I'm fine with that. Oh, Age of Conan. I knew there was a Conan thing. As for, is there a guide on what to upgrade? I mean, you can always pull my character. But I haven't significantly upgraded the build past what I had when I made the video. And so that has most of the information on the what to do next.
It's still doing nicely, Exile.
I may make a build showcase after I fully upgrade it. The problem is usually when I make a build showcase video, people don't watch it. So there's a very good chance that I won't actually do that. But maybe I just need to clickbait it more. Be like, my build just got 500% more awesome. Or sorry, the memes, my build has 800% more value now. Yeah, I did it right. How have you picked up 0? Wait, have you not been playing? Have you just been crafting? If you've just been crafting, I can 100% see that. But if you've been playing, how? They're so common. They drop everywhere. Oh, rip that item. I think finding 0 is weird. Maps duplicated? Sure. Maybe I'll get a double cortex. Probably not, though. Also, 18 quant, 56 attack damage, eyes. How much is 18 quant by itself? I'd start with that. And then add a little bit of value for the attack damage, because attack damage isn't the ideal other affix, but it's not bad. Not bad at all. Speaking of quant, can I have a quant altar, please? Is that too much to ask? Probably. No, I shouldn't run around quite this much with bleeds on me. Thank you. It's been pretty fun. All right, so that's...
Good find, Exile.
All right, we'll do the Legion. Oh, we're getting the flickering again. That's unfortunate. Oh, I don't want to touch that abyss. Oh, I missed the currency guy. No. Oh, no. I missed the currency guy. I wasn't paying attention to my legions. I mean, you can go Stygian Vise, but you'll lose +1 projectile. So, is it important? No. Will you notice the difference? Yes. I used a Stygian for quite a while, and then I swapped to this. Okay, life regeneration rate I'll keep. That's garbage. That's almost good, like as is. Garbage, garbage. Gonna keep those just out of curiosity, maybe. We'll see how much loot drops. Let's see. Reroll. Ancient Orb. Yes. There's no cards to take, so other stuff. Yeah, like, I wouldn't aim for a Stygian long term. I wouldn't invest a ton. But as a for now item, you can absolutely use one. Because this is part of why the build is so tanky. I have an extra 30% increased effect on my Taste of Hate. And if I had a Progenesis, I'd have, again, an extra 30% effect, which is something that even a Mage Blood cannot provide. Why would I use Covenant? No. It's a garbage item for this build. No. No Covenant. Absolutely not. Never. And if it's easier, you can just call me 10. But, ooh, +1 Divine. But the proper pronunciation is Tenkiei. And that's what happens when you let your friend name your World of Warcraft character. And that just becomes your username for everything. Also, the, +1 Divine Drop, that is officially part of my name now. That's my middle name. Oh. Can I not feed the Soul Eater? You know what? That Soul Eater wasn't actually that bad. Ooh, an Ancestral Vision. Okay. Good luck on Katarina. Or good luck on the loot. I'm sure you'll be fine. How close is... do you want to test the number of hits for me, Ilya? Because I have no idea. The damage is either at dot cap or below dot cap or over dot cap. Probably below. Probably significantly below. But I don't know. I mean, the damage is enough. I haven't really done any upgrades to my damage recently. I've been focusing on upgrading my defenses. So I haven't worried about what my damage is or not. The thing is, the damage is plenty for the content. More than this doesn't matter. That's just vanity. Also, Double Divine! Hell yes! Finally! Double Divine drop. Most memorable boss? Oh, Shaper. 100% Shaper. Because he was such a part of the Atlas storyline. Oh, is my inventory full? Yeah, my inventory's full. All right, I'll drop this and maybe that too. I don't think I need that. I don't remember if a POB is the same or not. My character's slightly different, but I forget if I've updated the POB yet or if I'm going to do that soon. So I guess I have to update this a little bit. Instead of it being 9, it's now 12. Because I got 3 of them in the last map. 2 at once. Say that's pretty good. I need to keep the Omen in my inventory for 1 more map. It's my good luck charm. I'm fairly sure I'll hit 100 in the next map. I guess it depends on if I get purple juice or not. If I get purple juice 100%, I will. Let's go with the un-ID'd one. This is all the fun stuff. I do not have an Atlas tree. I may at some point.
You will never escape this nightmare.
Yes, purple juice affects EXP indirectly. And only when you are running Abyss. So when you are running Abyss, purple juice gives Vestigian Spires extra projectiles, which means they summon extra monsters, thus giving you more EXP. What do you want to do with Lightning Arrow? If you want a mapping build, it is incredibly good. If you want a boss killing build, it's one of the worst builds you can choose. So if you want a mapping build, absolutely go LA. If you're like, I really want to kill bosses, do not go LA. Also, in terms of a league mechanic, it's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's very good at killing things quickly in maps. But when you get like the very single tanky Giga monsters, it's a little bit worse at dealing with those. Wait, where am I supposed to go? Oh no. Has this just been a fake trail? Okay, no, it's not. It's not. It's leading here. Aw. It ended. All right, let's see what I can get from all the stuff. At some point I can point out a spire. Honestly, they're kind of hard to see because of all the monster summoning. By letting him fail horribly and then saying, I told you so, and fixing his build after he fails.
Greetings.
Note, the I told you so is probably actually optional. Ooh, wall chain. I don't think wall chain by itself is worth giving up the wisps. The juice is so good. This about all of it? Yeah, this is about all of it. Okay. Act 10 in 3 hours. That is not something I've ever even been close to. I think the fastest I've done is like 6.5. He can't spin in peace because it's not the playing Cyclone part that's the issue, it's where he got the Cyclone build. He got it from a website that is known for making bad builds so that people break the TOS and buy currency to fix their builds. And that's why he cannot spin in peace. Wait, a white mace from Act 1 and Act 4. Oh, no. Okay, there may be more going on than just the build then. That sounds like some stubbornness as well. Because if you're playing an attack build, you should always be upgrading your weapons frequently as you level. Well, okay, if you're playing something like Toxic Rain, that doesn't count. But Toxic Rain is a spell that happens to have the attack tag, functionally. Wait. Oh, I should have... Damn it. It's fine. I'll just get all the Scarab conversion stuff anyway. No, a lot of them, Narunia, are very bad builds. Like, we're talking setups that are 5+ leagues out of date. And were never actually good to begin with. So, you should absolutely never be copying any of them. Again, I really don't think the problem was the playing Cyclone thing. The problem was everything around it. Especially because a lot of the time, friends like that will then complain to you. That they're like, help, I don't do any damage. Why do I not do damage? Fix my build. And it's very frustrating when someone comes to you for help to fix their build, and then they don't do the things you recommend and complain how their build is bad. Oh, I did not mean to go over that abyss. Whoops. Oh, well, we're just going to run with it. Goodbye, Delirium. So there are a few of the websites, Dino. In short, if you find really sketchy builds out there on a weird website that you probably haven't heard of before, then you shouldn't be following it. And the reason that I don't want to mention it is because several of those sketchy websites have tried to pay me to promote them. And so I'm just not going to say their name, because I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of the promotion. Oh, they always have Nerunia. But that said, if you want a place where you can go for builds, you can go to Maxroll. Maxroll has great builds. Some of them are the basic and simple stuff, and some of them are a little bit fancier. Also, for anyone wondering, this is what a Stygian Spire looks like. I would say it's better to trust builds from a random content creator than from a website. Websites are often very sketchy. Because another website that I will not name, because again, I don't want to give them the promotion.
You're alive. Detonation time.
They very clearly use ChatGPT to make their builds. And ChatGPT doesn't know PoE. I mean, most people who are playing Tornado Shot aren't really playing it to survive stuff. That's kind of not the point. The point of Tornado Shot is to have a lot of damage and clear speed. Also, we've hit level 100 for the first time ever without using things like 5-ways. I'm now officially level 100. That felt pretty good. I didn't even need the element of amelioration. And thank you, everyone. Yeah, I saw a build for a Path of Exile mage, and it talks about the mage class and how the mage class is better than the Templar because the Templar is reliant on Sulfite. And so that's the level of builds you can expect from ChatGPT. So the way Tornado Shot gets away with not needing defenses is by killing monsters that aren't on the screen. If you can't do that, then it's really tough. That's a matter of proj speed and investment. Whereas this build is for people who hate Tornado Shot, because they don't want to die. This build can stand directly into monsters. Also, I don't need to kite anymore. I'm level 100. Let's chill. Yeah. ChatGPT has its uses. For example, oftentimes when I'm making my videos, I will put the script into ChatGPT and tell it, hey, I need keywords for my meta description. Give me the keywords. And it just gives me the keywords. Or, you know, I need tags for my video. Based on the topic, here's the script. Recommend me tags. ChatGPT is pretty good at that stuff. It is very bad at coming up with PoE builds. Now, that's one thing I'm really looking forward to in PoE 2. If enemies aren't on your screen, they won't be able to kill you, ever. I really hope they don't change their mind on that design decision. All right, I'm going to test this. Let's see if uncapping my lightning res is enough to kill me. I didn't want to test this before I was left. Ooh, I wonder if the omen will be used up to protect my EXP if I die. That's another experiment. Let me guess. Yeah, ooh, 47% res. Oftentimes it's worth holding on to those. You can usually throw just 1 or 2 essences at them, and if they sell, they sell, and if they don't, you just toss it away. And I'll put that down for a second. No, it's low tier. $55. Ooh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, depends on how greedy you're feeling. If you're feeling really greedy, what I would do is instead of hunter slamming it, I would do suffixes can't be changed, veiled chaos. You'll lose a little bit of life, but you should get clean prefixes, and you should be able to, you know, craft something plus slam something. But you can also just slam it if you don't want to do that. There's a slight risk when you do that you brick it, because there's a slight risk that it rolls, you know, 4 prefixes. What am I thinking? What item rolls 4 prefixes? But all right. I mean, it's good for certain things. I'm not going to say ChatGPT is useless. It's just very bad at things outside of what it's good at. And you have to use your brain to figure it out. That's true. There's jewelry with -1/+1. Nice snow. All right, so now that I'm level 100, do I need to redo anything on my tree? I mean, probably, right? I wonder if I could go down here. Maybe I could pick up another cluster now. Either way, that's a problem for later me. Because for now, I think I'm going to call the stream. We've been going for about 3 hours, and I did achieve my goal of hitting level 100 on this build without going into 5 ways. So, if you want to know more about this farming strategy, like how much I made, here's a little spoiler for everyone who's around. 7 plus 14, so 21 divines in raw divines in 1, 2, 3, 4. In like 22 maps-ish. It's like almost 2 raw divines per map. That's pretty darn good. So it's probably a great strategy. I don't know, maybe I'll drop literally 0 in all the rest of the maps. That's why I do a test set of more than just a couple maps. But yeah, that's what it is. Do be sure to get subscribed, drop a follow, anything that you can use to find your way back here. Hop into Discord. And if you want to know more about the build, link down in the description of the YouTube video. There's a video over on YouTube if you're not watching this on YouTube. Yeah, all that fun stuff. And for now, I'm going to find someone to raid. So, gonna swap to this screen like so. Oh, okay. I know exactly who I have to raid. I'm not actually going to be raiding MBX today because someone else is playing Sea of Stars, and I'm really curious how that's going. But thank you for everyone who tuned in, and I hope you enjoyed. I'll catch you later. Oh, also, the last quick question before I go. Of totem version of a build, you have a 4090 and your maps go down to 1 FPS? Nope, no fixes. I mean, the fix would be don't use Scourge Arrow and don't use totems. But not saying those are good fixes. I'm just saying that's what's happened.